Hi, good morning everyone. Today we're going to make a spider. A lovely, hairy, furry little spider. You guys have been reading Rowan and Friend, and there's a chapter where Rowan goes into the forest and meets some big furry spiders. It's something we do every year, and it's something you guys can do at home too. These are the materials you're going to need. You're going to need 2 pieces of light cardboard that if you're home, you can use just a cereal box, half a skein of wool, which we turn into smaller balls of wool so it can fit through the holes, 4 pipe cleaners, googly eyes. Now spiders have 8 eyes, but it's up to you. And if you don't have these at home, you can make them out of cardboard, you can use buttons, anything you like, and of course some glue to attach them. Now, it seems very, and scissors. We have this wool at school, it's just 8-ply craft yarn, and we use black. But if you haven't got any black at home, it can be a rainbow spider. It's more the doing that counts. So obviously this big wool isn't going to fit into the small hole. So we need to make a whole bunch of little balls like this. Now to make these rings, if you are at home, I found things that are about the same size. This is just a ramekin plate. So I put that down once and use a felt pen. Hold it still and steady. Trace around it. I know you guys can do this yourself. You don't need Mum to do it for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the little hole in the middle. That's the trickiest part. I've just used a little something here. Find the middle. Hold it with one finger. Check that you are in the middle. I'm just going to cut one first off. Draw one first. And then we're going to cut them out. Now remember, when we're using our scissors, we're cutting out an object. Cut it out roughly first. It makes it much easier to get that nice round curve. And I use this part of the scissors because this part at the top isn't as sharp. So I've cut the 2 circles out, guys. I fold this one in half. This is how we cut out circles in the middle. I put a little cut in it that way. Fold it again the other way. Put a little cut in it. Insert the scissors till I get to the line. That way I can easily cut out the circle in the middle. When I was a little girl, we used to make these all the time. And they're a lot of fun. You can make all sorts of animals out of pom-pom. So we're going to put this down. Then I'm going to trace my second circle, inside circle, and do the same. We've got our 2 circles now. We're going to go back and we're going to make some little balls. So the idea with these is that they're going to be able to fit easily through the centre. If you don't know how to do this, here's a quick little lesson. I get 2 or 3 fingers, even my 4, and I wrap the wool around several times. This. Take them off my fingers, wrap it around again. Now the reason you need a little ball, not one long string, is the wool easily knots, which is a big frustration for you guys. And we'll get to getting, I'll show you soon how to get all those knots out, because that's an important thing. When we get to about that size, we give it a snip and we're ready to go. So we have the 2 circles together. And remember, our hands can do different jobs. So I'm just going to slide the beginning of that on. This thumb and these fingers are going to keep that nice and steady, while my other hand wraps the wool around and around a few times over that end until it's secure like that, and I can let go of it. Now it's important when we're threading the wool through that we're going around the outside and back through the middle. So kids, you can see that that little ball's come unknotted, undone. There's a bit of a knot. So I just gently undo the loops. I still keep it together in my hands because that'll stop the yarn twisting, making a knot. So we're just going to wrap it around until we come right to the end. Now see, there's no loops, there's no knots. If we wrap it around and just end up with a big knotty mess, it won't work, and you'll see what I mean when we get to the end and we've got these beautiful fluffy little spiders. Okay guys, so we've wound the first ball and we've got the end. Now some kids want to tie it, but the only thing, if we tie it there, it's going to spoil the look of our spider later. So I just do the same thing. I put my thumb over it and wrap the wool around several times in the one spot until we know that that's secured. And then we just keep going and going until we get to this. Now, you can see it's quite thick on the sides and I can just fit a finger through the hole. We're ready to go. This process takes a couple of hours, so that's why I've prepared it earlier on. Then we get our scissors, and this is the bit we have to be very careful with. We insert the scissors and see I've pulled them right up to the very sharp bit, and we're going to start cutting. When I cut enough, I'll get a little bit more, I can see that the 2 bits of cardboard are there. This is why it was important to put the 2 bits in. So I'm going to slide, it's not going nice and tight, I've done it. And I'm going to start cutting all the way around. These scissors aren't as sharp as I would have liked. And you can see what's happening there, okay? Be very careful that the wool doesn't fall out from the middle. I'm going to just... So the 2 cardboard's keeping it all in place. So it's really important that we're not pulling it or changing it, because this is the fun bit coming up. Now, just here, well, we've still got a little bit of a hole, just that I can just sneak that these in. I fold them in half and I crease them like that. I'm going to insert them into that little hole very carefully as to not disturb the wool we've already cut. And I try and put them in all together. Just like, oops, I've lost some wool. It's not really what we want to do. Maybe you should insert them just a little bit earlier. And we'll roll them up this way. Okay? So we're going to keep cutting. Nearly there. See how I spun it round? Then you might have to do the same occasionally because the wool's starting to feel the tension of what we're doing. It's pulling a little bit tighter against us. Okay, we're just going to stop here and let you have a good look at that. Okay, so I've cut a piece of wool about 1 metre long. I fold it in half, like so. I've still got that cardboard there and I've still got the 4 little pieces of pipe cleaners in there. Now I twist this around once, really, really tight, twice, 3 times, and now I'm going to put a double knot in it. Now remember what a double knot is. So I get the loop, I tuck the wool underneath, and I tie it super tight as it will go. And I'd like you guys to try it, not your mums, because it's important you learn how to tie knots properly. So I get a second one, and then all we do is this. We rip off the cardboard. Okay, so I've taken the cardboard off, and I'm fluffing it around. And we can hang our spider from the long string now. So we need to find, that's the top. And we're going to arrange its legs and bend them into little knees and little feet. 1. How many legs does a spider have? 2, 3. I've got 5 on one side. I don't know how I've managed to do that, but we'll just keep bending it around till we've got our 8 lovely legs. 2, 3. Oh, bend the knees, bend the ankles. Oh, here. Make sure you don't have that problem. So unfortunately, once we've made it into a pom-pom and tied it, we can't add those pipe cleaners back in. So it's just something we're going to have to remember. And our poor little spider's had an accident. Okay, the next thing is we're going to, and our last little thing, we just get rid of that loop. Keep him extra fluffy and perfect. We're going to glue his little eyes on. So like I said, a spider has 8 eyes, but quite often the kids I've worked with They really enjoy playing with the eyes. So I just put the glue on the back of the eye. And as I said previously, you haven't got these eyes, you can use buttons, you could use cardboard and just draw and paint crazy little eyes. In the book, Rowan comes across a forest full of black, hairy spiders. So we're going to put a few eyes on, just so we know what we're doing here. If we only put a little bit of glue on the back, we don't make a big mess. Now you do need to use PVA or craft glue. You can't use glue sticks, the glue's not strong enough. And sometimes with the wool you might just have to hold it. With this glue, if you accidentally get some on the eye, don't worry, it'll dry clear. So we can really play with those. Whoops. And then when we hold it up, we've got a cute, furry little spider. There you go, guys.